Hey guys, Marcinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are jumping in to do one of the new special missions that has been added to the Dismal Future Red Zone versus Goku Black stage, obviously as part of the release of the new Rosé and the celebration that's going on Global at the moment. So, this is going to be a good rotation for you guys. Let's do this. So this is going to be a interesting run here. We're going to go for the Future Saga mission. So one of the missions is to beat the stage with 6 Future Saga allies on the team. Since it is the Future Saga team specifically, I thought we might as well go for the Carnival LR Future Gohan actual full 200% lead. And I've deliberately gone for a full super class characters build of the team because of course one of the other missions that they added in for this red zone stage is super bosses, so of course we'll go full extreme on that one. I'm thinking to use double Zamasu leads and then try out the physical Rosé on the Zamasu team, because with a slightly different team build we can bring like an orb changer and things like that, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But this is the Future Saga one. Now there are other missions as well, like a turn one, 1 unit of each typing. There's one for no items, so we'll probably get a couple of those in one run, but the main focus for this run is of course the Future Saga one. So look at that, we get the dodge, they have damage reduction, I think it's like 30%, and we have type advantage here, so we would have tanked that relatively well, but obviously all the better to dodge it. I finally have extra dupes for Mai. I only got 2 copies of her during the worldwide celebration, so I finally have extra copies of her from the summons. I got her up to Rainbow, funnily enough, actually pulled 3 copies of her from summoning on the Rosé banner, so she is now Rainbow. Wanted to try her out here, gave her a full additional build, and whilst we did get the additional from the Hidden Potential, it wasn't a super, and unfortunately it is one of those things where it is very rare that you do actually get to see her getting the extra super and then getting that extra damage reduction, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I got a Rainbow Friend Future Gohan, taking a bit more damage than I thought in slot 1. He obviously is better defensively after attacking, but then at the same time we kind of want to be taking a bit of damage as well, because ideally we do want to be getting the fusion with the blue boys into Vegito. So a bit of an awkward rotation though, really, just to have 2 Future Gohans and this Vegito here. Normally we would float Vegito off straight away to get him to come back and then transform and get the 100% dodge. But to be honest, we want the links active and everything, so might as well keep him on the turn here since he's on turn 2. That means he'll come back on turn 4 and instantly transform, have the 100% chance to dodge. Although I suppose realistically I do want to get him linked up with the blue boys, so I guess we'll see what the attack pattern is on the next rotation, because we could always get them floated off and have them over here, because they will be able to fuse on that turn. They'll be able to fuse on their 3rd appearance because it will be turn 5 as long as we're at low enough HP, which we should be, so we'll see. And then of course we've got Vegeta and Trunks on the team. Because we're running a full Future Saga team, we can get their active skill on turn 3. Although I don't remember from the last time I used them. Is it just turn 3 in general or their 3rd turn? Because we'll be able to use it straight away now if it is actually just turn 3, which is pretty good because it does some damage and gives everyone a defensive buff as well. Yeah, you can. That's crazy. I think we will not do it straight away though. In fact, I want to... Yeah, I probably will just do this. Take them over to the other rotation to be the slot 1, and then we'll have... I will end up floating off Vegito, I guess, for this rotation. So we'll keep the active, and then we can use it against the Int Rosé phase once the Vegeta and Trunks come back onto the rotation the next time. So should be looking pretty good here. Trunks and Mai, the AGL one, do work pretty nicely against this phase, considering we have type advantage, and then we'll probably float them off as we get a little bit further in. But they're able to do a lot of extra damage, and I think they get, is it guaranteed crit they get when they're fighting Goku Black or Zamasu? So they can actually do some relatively decent damage as well, which is pretty good. So they might even... will they finish him off here? Probably not. Let's see, 6.3 mil. They got a lot of links, as well as the support, of course, from the STR Mai. So an additional super would have been enough to finish him off here, but sadly no. But we can get a super with Vegeta and Trunks at the end and move on to the Int phase. So all going well so far here. We don't finish him off with the first super. And then, fortunately, one of the additionals is going to become a super attack. I was going to say, there's the possibility there, if we only did additional normals, that we actually didn't finish him off. But I suppose them getting an extra super there is good as well. And then we have our boy Vegito Blue coming in ready for the int phase, which means we have a 100% chance to dodge. So, oh, this is a good rotation. Oh, no attacks for Mai. Oh, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So let's go for... Sadly, there's not a lot of orbs for Vegito, but not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Get the orbs for you, and then we'll get STR orbs for Mai. And yes, we should be looking very nice here. Oh, what's that? Slot 1 super. 100% chance to dodge, mate. So no super attack for me. Vegito Blue coming in clutch. And then Vegito, of course, going to unleash hell here with his additionals. And then on the next turn, because Rosé will probably have taken enough damage, on the next turn we should be able to use the final Kamehameha as well. So, pretty good stuff. Vegito going to dodge everything. And then, of course, Future Gohan post-super, especially with support. He's got Legendary Power active here as well. He's just going to tank the normal attack for double-digit damage. So we're going to be looking very nice. And we should... Well, I think... Are we at 77% or less? We should be on low enough HP to get the fusion into Vegito. We won't be on low enough HP to use his active skill, which is a shame, because then we could have another, like, 100% dodge turn, and then this guy would just be absolutely cooked. But we're still going to look pretty decent here. We can have Vegito slot 1, Future Gohan slot 2, float off the Trunks and Mai. So yeah, looking pretty solid here. Mai will get her, funnily enough, because she's getting, this is her second super of the battle, because she didn't do an additional in the first turn. It means she is now getting her damage reduction on this turn, but of course is not getting hit. So, and there we go. There's the fusion into Vegito Blue. That Vegeta face. Alright, so we get our fusion into Vegito Blue here. And we should be able to go off against Goku Black. I actually don't know, because Vegito is still very good defensively for slot 1, but how well does he eat a super here from Rosé? I actually don't know. He has 450k defense. So we'll do this. We'll get... Do we need to... We don't really need to heal up. We're going to have... We're going to have Vegeta and Trunks on the next rotation. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this, right? Save these int orbs. And then we can use their active skill. Grab the int orbs with them. Pop a heal. Give everyone a big defensive buff. And then, of course, potentially Vegito Blue uses his active skill. We actually might not even need to attack on the next turn. Because we're going to have Vegeta and Trunks' active skill. And the final Kamehameha as well. So I think we're probably going to be all good. Because yeah, we're going to do a lot of damage here. Vegito Blue obviously gives a 50% defense buff to everybody on the rotation. The only thing I think that where we can come undone here, of course, is if Rosé super attacks Trunks and Mai in the final slot. Because post-super, they do have relatively decent defense and 30% damage reduction. But he does super for a lot of damage. And we're not on full health. So that would be pretty sketchy. Ideally, if he's going to super this turn, we want him to super Future Gohan. Because Future Gohan will eat a super quite nicely here. Post-super attacking, he has all of his damage reduction. If he gets a couple of extra supers here, then obviously he's going to get more defense. So, yeah, hopefully if Rosé is going to super, he supers Future Gohan. Because, man, always disappointing in any, like, these red zone runs. You get to, like, this point where, like, we basically have one next turn because of the active skills that we have. But, oh my god, is he actually going to super them? Bruh. These events were so punishing when they first came out because of the amount of times that these guys would slot 1 super you. And then, yeah, it always comes down to one of those things. You get into a situation like this and they're like, actually, I'm going to slot 3 super, your weakest unit on the team. Man, which active skill do we even go for now? I really love Future Gohan's one. So I'm going to use Future Gohan's one. These ones are super cool. I love it. It's a Dokkan original. I very much enjoy it. So we'll go for it. And if it somehow doesn't kill him, then I guess we'll use the Vegito one. Don't get to see that one very often. So
got more power in you.
Such a good active skill animation. I love it. I was going to say, there's almost no way it doesn't kill. And there you go. You get the future Gohan KO screen. You did it, Gohan. You saved the future from a different threat this time. Arguably, well, not even arguably, a way more powerful threat. And you somehow won. But there you go. Future Gohan. There is the full Future Saga team versus the Red Zone Goku Black. We should get the... Actually, I don't know how many turns the mission was for, but we should get the no items mission done, at least. Well, I say should. We will. And then I'm not sure what the turns one actually was. I'll double check that one here. We did do 2 missions, so yeah, it means we didn't get the turn 1 done. So let's have a quick look. I will do the super bosses. It's annoying they didn't add it as an actual mission in the red zone section, and also the fact that they're just called like mission A, B, C, and D without the actual description in the mission like section, which I think is odd. They did the same thing for the Android 13 missions as well. So we did mission A, which is the Future Saga mission. You can see here 6 Future Saga characters on your team. And then we did mission C, which is beating it with no support items. So we've got mission B, which we will do next, which is super bosses. You only need 4. And then mission D is 5 turns. And mission E is a unit of each typing. And then once you've done them all, you get a sticker as well. So there you go. That was the Future Saga Team 1. We'll come back and do the Super Bosses one next as well. Hopefully do that within 5 turns. Otherwise, I'll do a separate video for that. Maybe with the Heroes team or something. But there you go. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Let me know what team you use down below to beat it. Let me know how you got on with these missions. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out all the links down below, the Discord, the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.